I've got a great idea, Harry. How about you drive down memory lane and take that for a spin, and I'll follow you on this, and then we'll swap over cars.
I'd love to.
All right, done. Let's go.
And it means you can just drop down a gear and go.
So we're going to try and catch up to Harry here, and he's been enjoying his dad's old car, but we're just going to pull over here, and I think I'll just give him a bit of a toot. Make sure he stops. Oh, jeez.
All right. I thought I'd have more room than this getting out of the bloody 85 Targa.
I better adjust the seat. Harry's a bit taller than me. Okay, that's better.
I think a short person was sitting here. So just pulling out of here, get to see what the car feels like.
Okay, so we're going from 400 horsepower down to 231 horsepower.
Oh, so much more refined than the old one.
Now this is a 2005 last of the leaded, which we call the high horsepower in that era, which is 231 horsepower, because the following year they went to unleaded. So all the 911s, the 3.2 Carreras in 1986 were unleaded, and then of course they went down to 207 horsepower. So there's a significant power loss due to the requirements of emission controls in Australia at the time. So the 84 and 85 models are probably the most sought after and most popular, and have increased in value because they are the highest horsepower of that era.
It's still got that awesome sound, and the power delivery in these engines is just so linear because it's a naturally aspirated engine. You know, I've said this before, but it's a real shame that modern cars are all going turbocharged, and this is the last of the 911s to still have that naturally aspirated flat six before they went turbos.
Let me tell you, it may not have 400 horsepower, it may not have all the latest gadgets, and it certainly may not be as smooth and so to drive, but this is fun. This is what I grew up with. These are the Porsches I know. Okay, I'm showing my age, but at the end of the day, this is a lot of fun. The beautiful gears you can put in, you can control the power. Now, if you get this gearing right, it can be absolutely fantastic. You just got to make sure you slide it in firmly into the gates and then all the way through. And this is known as the 915 gearbox. But in late 86, they went to the new G50 gearbox. Now, that's a much more refined gearbox, tighter, firmer, and a better feel. And that gearbox also had a slightly different gear ratio, which also helped the performance of the car.
It's just so comfy. I've got plenty of room. The good thing about having this whole Targa glass rear is that you got awesome visibility out the back. There's no pillars here to have to peer through. And most other sports cars, you can't see anything. This has great visibility, super comfortable. Just a breeze to drive, really.
Now I wonder where Harry is in the modern car. He's sort of left us a bit behind. He's got a lot more horsepower, but nevertheless, as we get close to traffic lights, we'll catch up to him, and then we'll swap cars again on the way trip back to the office. How good was that?
That was amazing.
Mate, that was a lot of fun.
That was great. It was great to jump back
Fantastic.
in the car again.
Well, I hope that you enjoyed this Friday's drive in our two Porsche 911 Targas, the classic 911 Targa and also the 991 4S Targa. And as always,
See you next week.
see you next week.